Lesson plan for English poems since Hannah moved away. In this lesson plan, students will receive a hard copy of the poem Since Hannah Moved Away and research the answers to questions based on the poem. The research will be done online using a search engine such as Google. This lesson plan is for grade 4 learners. Lesson topic area, reading and viewing. Lesson subtopic, poetry, and duration of lesson 35 minutes. Learning and teaching support materials. Students will receive a hard copy of a poem to read over and base their answers on. They will use electronic devices like tablets, cell phones, and laptops to research their answers and will have access to a search engine such as Google on their device to research the questions provided to them. Lesson aims. Identify literal meanings of the poem. Identify the message the poem is aiming to deliver. Understand sound devices like rhyme and repetition. Identify figurative language such as alliteration, personification, and metaphors. Read and analyze the poem. Teaching strategy. What is a blended teaching strategy? The students can learn at their own pace by researching questions on their electronic devices. They will learn through a blended teaching strategy that incorporates technology and traditional learning strategies. Students will be encouraged to participate in the lesson and be actively engaged in the lesson via their devices. They will receive a hard copy of the poem and will follow direction from the teacher to answer their questions. They will be motivated to search for their answers since technology is engaging and entertaining. Teaching method. What is an inquiry-based learning method? Students will complete this activity by searching and answering questions by themselves on electronic devices. They will discover new information and develop problem-solving skills in the process. Learners will actively be involved in the learning process and will lead to memory retention. Summary assessment. The students will be evaluated at the end of the lesson. They will complete questions of the poem by using inquiry-based learning. Their answers will be assessed in order to allow the teacher to get an understanding of concepts or ideas that the students could be struggling with. Questions for the students. Identify alliteration in the poem. Identify a simile in the poem. Identify rhyme words in the poem. Identify the main concepts of the poem. Identify the author of the poem. Homework. Students will reread the poem and research their incorrect answers in order to develop their problem-solving skills and learn through information they researched. They will be asked to draw a picture that captures the main concept of the poem. This will assist the teacher to comprehend which students understood the poem and the main concept correctly. For example, the students can identify what the speaker is upset that his friend Hannah moved away. Summary. By the end of the lesson, the students will be able to decipher the poem as a whole and be able to identify all of the sound devices and figurative language contained in the poem. This will be achieved by allowing them to research the answers to questions on the poem by themselves on their electronic devices using a search engine like Google. This will create a deeper understanding and make for a memorable experience as they figure out the answers by themselves.